Today, in the Unit 4, Design of Power Screw and Fastener, we'll see first what is power screw. So it is the screw and nut pair. So in our theory of motion already we know screw and nut is a pair. It is used to convert rotary motion into translatory motion. Here, nut and screw is not used here for the fastening, but here it is used to transmit power. So that is the difference. That's why it is called power screw. In our day-to-day life, we generally see V type of thread, metric thread, IS thread, M thread, all these threads are there. In addition to that, there are some thread profiles which are used in the power screw. So there is one question, simple question, which can be asked for 3 or 4 marks in our exam. Draw the neat profile of power screw just for 4 marks. So here in front of you, we have different types of power screw. So there is a first is square thread. The second one is Acme thread. So you can see here, square thread is the first thread. Second is Acme thread. Third one is trapezoidal thread. And fourth one is a buttress thread. So these are the 4 different types of thread profiles that generally use to transmit the power. So what is difference between these 4? So that can be one more question. Write down 4 difference between square thread and trapezoidal thread, or differentiate trapezoidal thread with buttress thread. So such type of question is also asked. So the first question which is asked is, what are the different profiles? So square profile, trapezoidal profile, Acme profile, and buttress profile. So this is the first question. So you have to draw here. So what is the difference? If you just look at the square thread, you will find that the including angle is 90 degree here. So square thread is having including angle 90 degree. If you just see here, the Acme thread, you will find that there is a 29, including angle is 29 degrees. Okay. If you just see the third one, trapezoidal thread is having including angle of 30 degree. And if you just see the fourth one, which is buttress thread, so it is having including angle of 45 degree. Now these are the these threads are differentiated. Now next to this, we are going to see one by one what are the advantages, what are the disadvantages of each and every thread profile over the other. Okay, so let us go further. I will clear here whatever I have written, and we'll go for the next slide. So let us start with the square thread. Now, as just now we have discussed, square thread is having including angle of 90 degree. As here there is a perfect 90 degree square thread is there. So that means whatever load is coming on that, it is directly taken by the flat square type of profile. So that's why there is a first advantage. It is having maximum efficiency. So square thread is having maximum efficiency. Why? Because there is a flat surface on which all the load is going to rest. Second thing is about the minimum radial pressure on the nut. So if there is a force towards the radius, now what is the radial pressure means? Here if you just see this profile, so somewhere there is axis here. So this is the axis of our square thread. So we can say that this is the radius. So this is the radius of that particular screw. So if there is a force in this direction, then that can be a radial pressure. So pressure because of force. But when this particular square thread is going to use as a power screw, there is a force along this direction. There is a load along this direction. Okay, so direction of load is here. So radial pressure is very, very minimum, because whatever load is coming, that comes on the flat surface. So that is the basic thing. That's why minimum radial pressure, because there is no any force along the radius on the nut. Okay, so you just remember two advantages. One is maximum pressure, another one is minimum radial pressure on the nut. What are the disadvantages? The disadvantages are like this. As this is having perfect 90, it should be manufactured by single point cutting tool on the lathe. So this is manufacturing process. So if it is manufactured by lathe, then we need a single point cutting tool, and that's why the manufacturing time obviously more. So that's why it is a disadvantage. Second thing is, if you just look at the profile, you'll find that straight teeth are there. It has a straight teeth. So if it has a straight teeth, that means here that strength of the thread is compared to other thread is less. If the base of that particular thread is broader, then obviously the strength will get increased. So we can compare this square thread with other threads, and we say that comparatively the strength of this particular square teeth profile is less. Wear compensation is not possible, as here perfect 90-degree nut and bolt combination is there. The screw and nut combination is perfect 90. So that means if something is get wear out, then it will not compensate that gap. So there is a backlash, or there is a loose leafy thread component. So wear compensation, if there is a wear, then it is not possible to compensate in the square thread. So there will be gap. So in other type of threads, we'll see other type of thread next to that, and we can again focus on this wear compensation. So this is the disadvantage. That means here you can write disadvantage. That means it is the manufacturing time is somewhat more, strength compared to other is less, and wear compensation is not possible. As far as application is concerned, as it is having very simple construction, it can be used for screw jack, it can be used for different types of presses, or it can be used for the clamping devices. So these are the applications. So here, whatever different uh, advantages and disadvantages that can be possible, we can list out here. So this is all about the square thread. Meanwhile, you can write, if you want, advantages, disadvantage by using your uh, pencil and paper. Okay, so this completes our square thread. Now if you go further, next is our ACME or ACME or trapezoidal thread. As these two threads are having very little bit difference. Here if you say the including angle is 29 here, and in our trapezoidal thread including angle is 30. So that is the only difference. Whatever disadvantages of square thread, that can be overcome by the trapezoidal thread. So you can see here, if you just see the first advantage, so wear compensation is possible. That's why this particular trapezoidal thread can be used in our lathe machine lead screw, because in the lathe machine lead screw split nut is used. So in that there is a perfect combination, or if there is a small wear in the nut, that can be compensated by this trapezoidal thread. Why it is compensated? Because you can see here, it is not, the thread profile is not perfectly straight. It is having angle. Because of this angle, the small wear can be compensated. Okay. One more advantage of this trapezoidal thread is it is having broader base as compared to square thread. Square thread is having straight lines. So that's why the base of that particular so this is the base. You can see here. So base is stronger in case of our ACME, ACME or trapezoidal thread as compared to square. So because of the base, stronger base, it can take more and more load, because shearing of this particular part is not possible because of broader base. So that's why stronger than square thread. In the square thread, these are the straight lines. So this particular width and this width is same. So this is the one more advantage. So you can write here, there are two advantages. So there is a wear compensation and there is a, it is stronger than square thread. But as here, there is an angle. What will happen because of this angle? Because of this angle, there is a one more radial force will come. Okay. If you just look at here, now if this is the direction of force, then this direction of force is going to split here. If you just place here the direction of force, then there are two components. One is perpendicular here and one is parallel here. So this is going to resolve in two ways. And if it is like this, then there is a radial pressure. So here there is a radial pressure on the nut because of there is a force along the radius. If there is a force along this direction or this direction, it creates a radial pressure. So radial pressure on the nut is the disadvantage. Okay. So it has less efficiency as the complete force is going to resolve by some means. The radial pressure is not that much, but there is a radial pressure. Okay. So that is the disadvantage of these two type of threads. So in addition to that, there are some applications. So main application is it is used for the lead screw of machine tools like lathe. It is used in screw jack as it has having stronger base. It is stronger than square thread. It can be used for screw jack. So these are the applications of our trapezoidal thread. So here the third one, first is square, second is trapezoidal, the third one is our buttress thread. The buttress thread, if you just look at this buttress thread, the including angle in buttress thread is 45 degrees. It is having 45 degrees including angle. So 45 degree including angle is again having some advantage and disadvantage. So here you can see, as it is having one straight and one incline. So it is easy to manufacture than our square thread or trapezoidal thread, because one straight, one incline. So it is very easy to manufacture by using a hobbing machine or any special purpose lathe also. Here, as one straight part is there, that means whatever load is coming, that will directly come on this. So it has having higher efficiency, just like a square thread. Okay. As well as there is one incline part, so there is a wear compensation also. That means here disadvantages and advantages of square and buttress threads are combined together here. In the buttress thread, these are combined. Okay. One more thing, it is strong. Why it is strong? Because again, you can see here the base is going to increase. So width here is more. If this is more, that means again it is strong in shear. So these are the advantages. So in the advantage of buttress thread, we can say it is easy to manufacture, it is having high efficiency, as well as it is having wear compensation, it is strong in shear. But one more most important thing is, in this buttress thread, you can apply load in this direction only. So it is one directional type of application. So how we can explain this one force apply in one direction? If you just take example of our bench wise, if you take example of our simple presses, in that we need to apply the force in one direction only. Okay, जैसे कि in our fitting section we generally hold our job in the job. So for that we use bench wise. In that bench wise, if you put our job inside the bench wise, by using simple handle we can hold that firmly, and the direction of force for the holding is only unidirectional. एक ही डायरेक्शन में उसको फोर्स लगता है. When we lose that, जैसे कि हमको निकालना है, there is no need to apply the force. That means we are going to lose that. So this is the example of buttress thread. In the buttress thread, only single direction force is required. You cannot use directly this buttress thread for our heavy duty screw jack. In the screw jack, we need to apply the force where lifting as well as lowering the vehicle. Okay, so in our screw jack we need to have we need force in both directions. So that's why buttress thread is useful in presses, clamping devices, pipe wise, etc. You cannot directly use this buttress thread for our screw jack, because in the screw jack we need to have both direction forces. Okay, so this is the three different categories and four different types of power screw. Okay, so in this power screw we are going to have a simple application of this power screw like screw jack. Now you can see here in front of you there is a simple screw jack. So screw jack is having different components, like there is a screw is connected here with the head, and there is a lever, and there is a nut. Okay, so load is apply in this direction. Load is apply in this direction. When the load is applied in this direction, and if I rotate this lever, then obviously there is a moment, the moment of this nut, moment of the screw in the nut in either direction. It can lift up or it can lower down. Okay. Now here, one more thrust collar is also mentioned here. What is this thrust collar? So this particular part is required. Why? Because here on this head, if you just keep screw jack like this, what will happen? When this particular surface, this surface is going to touch to our, for example, if I used to lift the car or truck, जैसा कि ये पॉइंट ट्रक या फिर कार को नीचे से टच हो जाता है, देन वी कैन नॉट मूव दिस. ये लीवर को हम रोटेट नहीं कर पाएंगे. क्यों नहीं कर पाएंगे? क्योंकि there is a friction between that body part of the car and the upper surface. So there should be a such device which can be used as a bearing जैसा कुछ तो भी वहां पे रहना चाहिए. इसीलिए this is the thrust collar. ये thrust collar क्या करता है? You can see here, this is the extended part here. Okay, यहाँ पे इसको extension लेके screw jack बनाया जाता है. So above this head के ऊपर, so here is the head के ऊपर यहाँ पे हमने क्या किया है? There is a collar. This is the collar. So collar is having gap. You can see here the gap is there. यहाँ पे कुछ गैप है. So because of this gap, so here whenever a particular body is going to touch here, यहाँ पे touch होता है, then this cup or the collar will not rotate. ये rotate नहीं होगा, लेकिन because of the gap ये ऐसे rotate हो सकता है. The lever can rotate very easily. The collar is going to touch to the car body or the truck body. इसकी वजह से ये इसको टच हो जाता है, लेकिन हमारा जो लीवर है, लीवर कैन रोटेट वेरी इजीली एंड वी कैन लिफ्ट द कार और ट्रक बाय यूजिंग दिस. ओके, सो दिस इज द मेन एडवांटेज ऑफ दिस थ्रस्ट कॉलर. थ्रस्ट कॉलर जो है, थ्रस्ट कॉलर की वजह से ये with friction also we can lift the car. ठीक है. So this is about the screw jack principle. Screw jack कैसे काम करता है, इसका एक सिंपल यहाँ पे एग्जांपल हमने बताया है. ओके, सो नाउ बेसिकली व्हाट वी हैव टू फाइंड हियर, इसको डिजाइन करना है. अभी नेक्स्ट पार्ट इज वी हैव टू डिजाइन दिस पावर स्क्रू. सो व्हाट आर द बेसिक थिंग्स दैट वी मस्ट नो, ये हम यहाँ पे देखेंगे. सो इफ यू जस्ट लुक एट हियर, यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो, you'll find here there is a P. What is this P? So P is the pitch. Here there is a pitch. So you can see here. So there is a pitch here. What is meant by pitch? One can define easily the pitch. Pitch is the distance between two corresponding consecutive threads having same point as a reference. So here if I consider this as one point and consecutive thread के ऊपर दूसरा point लेंगे, so distance between these two will be the pitch. Again, pitch can be defined by one more way. Pitch कैसे define कर सकते हैं? If I rotate the complete one rotation of this screw, then it will advance one pitch. One pitch से ये advance हो जाएगा. इधर हमने एक रोटेशन कंप्लीट किया तो ये एक पिच डिस्टेंस से ऊपर जाएगा. इफ द पिच इज फॉर एग्जांपल 6 mm, तो एक रोटेशन करेंगे तो एक 6 mm ऊपर जाएगा. इफ यू रोटेट इन अपोजिट डायरेक्शन अगेन, तो 6 mm नीचे भी आएगा. दैट मीन्स पिच इज द linear distance which is going to travel by the screw when there is a single rotation. Okay, this is only applicable for सिंगल स्टार्ट थ्रेड है तो ही ये अप्लाई होता है. ओके, व्हाट इज मीन बाय मल्टी स्टार्ट थ्रेड? इन मोस्ट ऑफ द एप्लीकेशन, कुछ ऐसे एप्लीकेशन है जहां पे हमें क्विक असेंबली और डिसेंबली करना पड़ता है. जैसा कि एक सिंपल हम एग्जांपल ले सकते हैं डे टू डे लाइफ में. इन डे टू डे लाइफ वी कैन हैव अ सिंपल प्लास्टिक बॉटल. एक हाफ टन से वो प्लास्टिक बॉटल निकल जाता है. प्लास्टिक बॉटल का कवर जो है हाफ टन में निकल जाता है. सो इन दैट इंस्टेड ऑफ सिंगल स्टार्ट वी कैन यूज डबल स्टार्ट और ट्रिपल स्टार्ट. डबल स्टार्ट और ट्रिपल स्टार्ट मीन्स व्हाट? हियर इसमें दिस इज सिंगल स्टार्ट, इसमें इसके बाजू में और 2-3 थ्रेड मार दिए जाए, so it becomes multi start. When the multi start thread is there, then instead of pitch there is a one more term which is called as a lead. Lead, the distance travel when there is a multi start. But if there is a single start, we say that lead equal to pitch. Okay, so lead equal to pitch. So this is all about our simple screw jack principle. Now we'll proceed further. नेक्स्ट इसमें जाएंगे, इसके बारे में और कुछ जानने की कोशिश करेंगे. हाउ टू डिजाइन आवर स्क्रू. सो इन दिस नाउ लुक एट द फिगर. अभी हम यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं देर इज अ पिच. ओके, दिस इज द पिच. नाउ look at this diameters. So any screw is having 3 diameters. There is a core diameter. So distance from here to here. So this is internal distance. So this internal distance is called as a core diameter. So this is DC, which is called as a core diameter. Okay. D0 means outer distance. So if you just take this and this, बाहर का जो distance है, that is D0, outer to outer diameter. So this is outer to outer diameter, which is also called as a nominal diameter. So core diameter or internal diameter is DC and outer to outer is D0. The average of these two is called D. So D is average of this. So just if I write here D, so D equal to D0 plus DC divided by 2. So this is average of these two. So D is the average diameter, or D is the intermediate between these two. So it will come here in between this. So this is here. So this is average diameter or mean diameter. You can see here there is a mean diameter of the screw. Okay. So mean diameter is the average of that. If you just go in the market and if you search any screw, then you'll find that the screw are designated with their nominal और outer diameter. Outer diameter के हिसाब से आपको screw बाजार में मिल जाएंगे. Okay. Now, what is meant by helix angle? Helix angle is nothing but here you can see any screw. If you find any screw, you'll find that there is an angle between the horizontal line and the thread. So this angle is called helix angle. Helix angle, it is not the, very huge angle. It is in between 10 degrees only. The helix angle is provided so that whenever we rotate any screw, it get advance. It get advance in linear direction. So that is called helix angle. Okay. So हम यहाँ पे क्या करेंगे? If I develop one screw, एक thread लेंगे, इसका एक thread पूरा निकालेंगे. तो पूरा निकालने के बाद you'll find one figure like this. You can see this figure. Okay. So what is this figure? Here the figure is a simple thread. So it is having height as a pitch and the perimeter. Okay. If you take one simple thread, then it is having perimeter pi. एक थ्रेड पूरा निकालने के बाद उसमें क्या आएगा? उसका ट्रायंगल बन जाएगा. ट्रायंगल कैसे बनेगा? It is having helix angle alpha. There is a height as a pitch, because if you just look at here, if you take one point from here to here, then there is a pitch, there is a pi d. So pitch of the screw, mean diameter of the screw, helix angle. Okay. So here from this triangle you can have one relationship. The relationship is tan of alpha is equal to P divided by pi d. So you remember this formula, tan of alpha is equal to pitch divided by pi d. If you, this is for the single thread. This is for the single thread. Okay. Now here this particular this is for single thread. Now same thing you can write about the multi-thread. If there is a multi-thread, just now I told multi-thread means क्या है? जैसा कि यहाँ पे एक ही थ्रेड है, एक ही थ्रेड के बजाय दो या तीन थ्रेड एक जगह से स्टार्ट होते हैं. क्यों ऐसा करना पड़ता है? Why we need to complicate that? क्यों complicate करना है उसको? क्योंकि हमें ज्यादा से ज्यादा linear distance होना है एक ही टर्न में, then we are going to use lead. So it is, if it is a double start, then it will advance 2 times pitch. If it is a triple start, then it will advance 3 times pitch. So that is called lead. Okay. So if it is a multi-start thread, then the same equation can be tan of alpha equal to lead divided by pi d. Okay. So for the double start, the same equation we can write like this: 2 times P divided by pi into d. So pi into small d. So this is the equation. This is the equation that we can write for the tan of alpha when there is a double start. We can write same thing for the triple start. Triple start, in that the lead equal to 3 times p. Okay, the lead is 3 times p. In that we can write same equation like this. So it becomes 3 multiplied by p divided by pi into t. So this is the equation when there is a triple start. Tan of alpha equal to 3p divided by pi into d. Okay. So this is all about single start, double start, and triple start, and helix angle relationship. So this is the relationship which gives us the relationship between helix angle and the diameter or mean diameter of the screw. So pitch, the mean diameter, and the helix angle is having this relationship. Okay. So this is all about our today's uh, introduction about the पावर स्क्रू. पावर स्क्रू का इंट्रोडक्शन आज हमने यहाँ पे देखा है. ठीक है. सो tomorrow we'll go for how we can find different dimensions, and how we can first find how much amount of effort is required to operate this power screw, or we'll take one example of screw jack and we'll find how much amount of torque is required to lift the load or to lower the load. Okay. So with this, I will say we'll stop the introduction lecture of power screw.